Let me at the beginning introduce you to our audience. You are the Senior Program Officer at Wikimedia Foundation, and you support the grant making portal and the grant programs. So, thank you so much, David, for accepting the invitation to be with us today. I think we will start by introducing the navigation to navigate together the Flux portal and how we can register. So let's beginning.
Thank you, Donia. Let me first share my screen and I will begin.
Okay. Yes.
Could you confirm maybe that you are seeing it?
Yeah. Good.
Okay,
Very good.
great. Yeah, then here this time I'm gonna talk about Flux, as Donia mentioned. A Flux, or we call it also Wikimedia Foundation Funds Portal, or shorter, Grantee Portal. It is the grant tool that we use and you use to submit your grant applications, your grant reports, and any other documents or information that helps us to process your grant. Many of you might be familiar with it if you applied for a grant after 2021, when we started actively using it for our grant programs. And in this quick demo, I'll be presenting a few important things about Flux and talk about some challenges that our grantees face. And of course, I cannot cover everything, but please note that it is a rather technical demo, and I won't be talking about our grant programs or their guidelines. But before I start, I wanted to mention that you can find recordings and tutorials on Flux on the meta page that we have for grant resources. And I will ask Donia to share the link in the chat so that you can revisit anytime you need support. So let's begin. As a first step, I would recommend starting from the meta pages of our grant programs. So each of our grant programs have a page on the MetaWiki, and each of them have a section called How to Apply. This is one of the examples from the Rapid Fund page, and this section lists all the steps that you need to follow in order to apply for a grant. I'm I'm recommending to start from the meta pages because there are some slight differences across the programs. And if, for example, for a rapid fund, you can create an account and apply directly. For general support funds that are our bigger grants, you need to get in touch with the staff member in our team, your regional program officer, before creating an application in the system. Um, so here's an example, as I mentioned. Once you complete the first step, mentioned here, and you learn about the program, you have your project idea, you can go to the step 2, which has a link to the grant making portal, the grantee portal. You can open it up and you will see this screen. If you don't have an account, the first step for you will be to create an account, which you can do by clicking register here, or also here. Once you click, the registration page will be opened. You can read these instructions, confirm that you are compliant with what is described here, and then click next. On this page, you will just need to provide some basic information about you and click submit your request. Once it's done, it will take 1 to 2 business days to process your registration. Please note that these registrations are processed and accepted manually, so we will need some time to do it, to accept your registration. And my recommendation would be to not do it on the deadline of the application window if you are interested in applying. So please prepare your register in advance and prepare your application in advance. So, and once your registration is confirmed, you will receive your login details via email. You can create your password, and now you will have everything to log in. Please also note that your account, this Fluxx account, isn't connected to your Wikimedia account. So if you have a Wikimedia account, it doesn't necessarily mean that you can log in to Fluxx. For Fluxx, you need to register separately. And I'm now just logging in using my test account details, but the view will be exactly the same for you too. And once you log in, you'll see the main page, the home page, but you will also see this left navigation bar here, which lists all the section and all the parts that are important for you. So the first part is about general information on our grant making programs. Here you can find details about our funding programs, but also links to apply for different programs. Then you have the section called requests, which lists all your grant requests, including your drafts, proposals that are under review, and proposals not funded. And if at any point of time the proposal is sent back to you for review, you will find them also here under proposals need attention section. The next one is the grant section. Once you sign a grant agreement and your grant is approved, your grant will appear here as an active grant, which you need to complete, of course. And then after completion, when your report is accepted, it will appear under completed section. This one is for payments. Payments meaning grant payments. When your grant is approved, there will be a payment, the money transferred to you, and you will find your payment details here. And finally, the report section. In this section, you can find the reports for your active grants, which you need to fill out. Um, in this section, you can find all the overdue reports, overdue meaning you missed the deadline, and the under review and accepted reports. The final two sections are for your personal or your organization information if you also apply on behalf of an organization, right? Um, then I think one of the challenges that our grantees face, as you have already noticed, is that the portal is not multilingual for now, but you can machine translate it using this selection here. You can select the language, your preferred language, and then the portal will be translated automatically. This can support you in navigating the portal if you prefer another language. But on top of that, we also provide the links to the translations to different application forms and reporting forms, which you can find on MetaWiki in the same section here. Another challenge that we currently have is that the portal is not mobile friendly. We hope to resolve this next calendar year when we will have an update to the general interface of the Fluxx by the Fluxx team. We also hope that next calendar year, after this update, we will also resolve some of the smaller interface issues that our grantees currently face. Um, I think we still have a few minutes left, right, Donia? If we have, I will also go
Yes, sir.
through.
Go on.
Yeah, thank you. If we have a few more minutes, I will just go through how to apply for a grant, maybe, because that's, I think, one of the most important parts. So on the home page, you will find links to create new applications in the system. And let's say you want to apply for a rapid fund, you just need to click apply for a rapid fund button, and then you just wait a little bit, and then you will see the form. This form will have instructions which you can read and follow, and also some fields for you to fill out. One thing to remember is that the portal or the form doesn't save automatically. So please, each time you want to close the window, do not forget to click save or save and close in order to save your application. So let's say you want to save it, you click save and close. Your new draft request will appear in the new request section here. If you apply on behalf of an organization, also, please note that you need to select all to see all your requests, also those that are individual, because this selection here will list only your organization requests and grants and reports. While if you select all, it will include all your grants and reports, including those that are only by you as an individual. And then when your form is complete, you are ready to apply, please click submit your application here on the right part. And then after that, you will receive an email with further instructions and with a summary on the process. During the review process, you will also receive emails when there is something that needs your attention. You can follow those instructions in your email. And to conclude, I'm sure there are more challenges that we don't know, and there are some that we know about. Um, some are related to the technical aspect directly, meaning the portal and how to navigate, etc. But some are related to our grant processes and our forms. I would really love to learn more about your experience and your challenges. And I asked Donia to put the link of my user page in the chat, so you are free to reach out to me um, via email or via the talk page and share your experience, but also ask me any questions or ask for help if you need support on Flux. And
Thank
with that, Sonia, yeah, I'll conclude and pass it back to you. Thank you so much.
Thanks, David. Just have two questions to you about the report, because when you show us how to apply, just to choose to apply for the grant, and then we can find the template. So for the report, is it the same? Is it the same? Just to choose the report, and we can find the template to fill.
Of course, it's the same process. Once your grant is approved, you will also have a reporting requirement, which will appear here under upcoming section, right? And you can select your report, click edit here on the top. Let me show it again. Here on the top, you click edit and then fill out the form. After filling it out, you can click save and then submit it here. It's exactly the same process.
Yeah, and after applying the grant, when it will be directed into Meta pages to be visible on Meta
So
automatically,
ideally
or
within,
it's is it
sorry,
automatically, or it's approved manually first and then directed into Meta?
so ideally it will be published within 1 day, but sometimes there are issues with the applications. For example, if someone puts a link, a spam link that is not accepted on the MetaWiki, then we need to clean those applications out before it can be published. So
Yeah,
ideally within 1 day, but with exceptions, I'd say.
yeah. So yeah, thank you so much, David. It was the quick but really informative and helpful. I've shared all the links you provided us before the session to our audience. I've shared your contact user page as well. So I hope anyone who haven't applied for a grant before and want to do so, it's their chance. I hope that the whole episode was beneficial and useful for them to start and go on. Thank you so much once again, David, and thanks for all our audience.